here we are, we're back. Still alive. Looking very fashionable after our lovely dungeon excursions. Picked up some greens, admittedly. Just mostly BOE green stuff. We did get the quest reward blue pants. Very nice. That's a lot of strength on them. But other than that, yeah, mostly green BOEs, which we would potentially be able to find on the auction house, but trying not to use the auction house unless I really need to. But we are back to the usual kind of thing here. We are going to be moving up to Wetlands today. Goal being, well, we are currently 22, level 22. We want to hit, we're definitely going to hit 23, so maybe we aim for 24 by the end of here. I'm going to go down and give this a crack, this little 3-man kill 3 guys quest. I always thought it was quite dangerous, but I am level 22. Gives me a bit more confidence, and we'll be playing this nice and safe. We're not going to have a repeat of the last time I logged on and felt brave and said, hey, let's go and try something tricky right off the bat. I'm not doing that again. I realized as well, I've been ignoring the copper veins. And I don't really need copper anymore. But what I do need is, I still need rough stones. So it's made me realize I should be still mining these. Will this get me to 65? It will not. Yeah, so like I said, plan today. Knock these guys off. Do the run. I know we've already technically done the run up through Wetlands when we were making our way to Wailing Caverns. But there were a few quests along the way that we skipped. So we're going to be doing that properly. And fingers crossed, there will be no issues, no near deaths. Getting those extra levels from the dungeons will definitely make doing some of these quests a lot easier. Other than Wetlands, we do have some more quests in Redridge that we could finish, as well as a bunch of quests in Darkshire. Duskwood. Well, Darkshire is in Duskwood. So we're pretty set for quests now across those 3 regions. Duskwood in particular, we've seen plenty of deaths to Stitches in the death log. I feel pretty confident about dodging Stitches. But that would, look, it would be both a terrible and hilarious way to meet our end if it does happen. Our other options, besides solo questing, we have a couple of options for dungeons. We have Shadowfang Keep, Black Fathom Deeps, and Stockade. I'm putting a few feelers out, seeing if there's anyone around of an appropriate level. I'd like to get a few more levels before tackling that. We've got lots of options though. Dead body, right off the bat, just what we want to see. And dead enemies, which means respawns at any point. This is a large group, but they are low level, which makes me think they might not be on the quest that I'm looking for. They are coming from that direction though, so we have the potential here that the quest mob I'm looking for is currently dead. Or the 3 quest mobs, I should say. They will just be around the corner to the left up here. So we'll be able to see in a moment. All 14, 16s, as in other Alliance players around here. Moment of truth. They are all up. 16, 16, 17. I'm not sure. 356. They all basically have the same amount of health. I'm not sure if any of these in particular are stronger than the others. But I'm feeling pretty confident. So let's crack into this. they're going down pretty quick. Yeah, right. This is just the start that I was looking for. This is nice and lovely and not life-threatening. Bloodlust. This guy can bloodlust. That's, no thanks. Okay, we're safe from behind. Please. As long as I don't miss my hits, this is very easy, but... Geez, the old, Paladin slow melee attacks. Every miss, you really feel it. Rewarded with a chest here, with a whole lot of nothing in it. Alright, sweet. Gonna try and avoid these grey mobs. I didn't even notice the ones that we were fighting on the way in. They were probably grey as well, so we probably won't get anything from that. Wait, where do I... Oh, I hand this in there. Right, I'm gonna save you the trip. There's probably not going to be anything exciting happening on the way here, so I'll see you at the quest turn-in.
Most excellent adventurer. You have brought hope to Loch Modan. With Gromug dead, we stand a better chance of seeing the Trogs eliminated from the land. Be good.
Alright, that's the end of that chain. Nothing from the quest rewards that we are screaming for as an upgrade. Although we didn't get any blues rewards from those dungeons other than the quest reward, I think it's still that BOE stuff that we got is mostly going to be better than the quest rewards we're getting out here regardless. Hopefully, moving into Wetlands, we might start coming up with some quests for some good stuff. I am very, very keen to replace this Miner's Revenge weapon. I'm definitely starting to feel the drop-off from this 13 DPS. I mean, I've got a one-hander that's already doing 9 DPS. The blue weapons from the dungeons were like 20 DPS, so... It's definitely an upgrade out there waiting for us for the weapon, and I think the weapon's the most important thing we need to upgrade to increase the speed that we're killing things. So we're going to head up here. We're going to quickly knock this quest out. I'm pretty sure it stays up here, but if this quest sends us to do any like excessive amount of running around, I think we're just going to move on from that one and continue on into the Wetlands. And I think it's going to be a very uneventful run up there. So again, see you when we get there.
Thank the stars someone is concerned about the well-being of the dam. First the destruction of the Thandol span, and then the pillaging of Dun Modder. I have no doubt that the dam will be the target of the next Dark Iron threat. Most of the security detail here was reassigned to the Alliance front, including my top inspector. That's why I need you, adventurer. I spotted some Dark Iron sappers milling about the eastern ramp of the dam. Investigate the area and bring back a clue.
Bring back a clue, alright. Don't know what all these level 30 guards are doing though. Like, this dude could just waltz down here and solve this problem without needing to pay me to do it. But I'll happily accept the bounty to take care of this. I feel like these guys explode when they're nearly dead or something like that, so it's probably absolutely nothing to worry about, but I'm going to be taking this seriously. Yeah, no, that's... We're in no danger there. Suspicious barrel. That's exactly what we're looking for. Take a sample, and we will return it.
This is an alarming discovery, to say the least! If my suspicions are correct, this is some type of explosive powder. This must be analyzed by an explosives expert so we know just what we're dealing with here. Ashland Stone's Merc was assigned to the regiment guarding Dun Modor and the Thandol span. I need you to make a grave and perilous journey, adventurer. travel through the Alga's Gate, follow the road through the Wetlands, and seek out Stonesmirk in Dunmoder. Heed my advice. Stick to the roads and stop for nothing.
Alright, well that is taking us exactly, well, not exactly where we're going, but it's going to the right zone. So I'm glad we did that. And I'm pretty sure there were some aggressive orcs along the way as well that we've already killed a couple of. We haven't quite finished that quest. Where are we going to find this quest? Got a lot of dungeon quests, which I may or may not be keeping. Oh, I feel like most people don't do Black Fathom Deeps. I don't know exactly why. I'm assuming it's just too much of a maze and maybe you don't get too much out of it. I know when I suggested to some of the guys if anyone's keen to do these quests of around this level, sorry, not quests, these dungeons, no one mentioned anything about Black Fathom Deep, so I'd be quite happy to drop those if no one's keen. Where's the quest? Okay, the Algaz Gauntlet, that must be quest. Yeah, so we've killed 5 scouts. We need to kill some grunts as well. I don't feel like we were particularly selective when we were killing stuff on our travel last time, so I don't know, maybe the grunts are a bit further in. Either way, this is going to be a pretty cruisy run until we get to that point. Alright, we've arrived. It looks like there's someone else here doing the same quest. Scout, scout, scout. Looks like they're all scouts. I wonder if... No, it does say there are grunts. I'm going to say maybe there's another spot. Oh, here's a grunt. First of all, let's concentrate. Make sure we are doing this correctly, not endangering ourselves. Well, that was a big crit on me. Thank you, Vajqueef. That's a very creative name from Guild Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Lending me a hand there. Thank you for the assistance. Yeah, so it looks like the grunts are, at least out the front here, a little bit harder to find. Even in there, still just seeing scouts. Maybe they're inside the building. What's that up there? Oh, they're on top of the, they're on top of these hills. Hadn't even thought of going up here. Right, here we go. I wonder if this is just, they're supposed to be like 50-50, but people have come through and killed all the grunts, and now they're skipping the scouts. And they didn't, people just aren't going up here, and that's why we've got a grunt, maybe? Either way, we'll explore our options up here before we go back down. That rogue's probably going to take all the grunts down there. Good luck getting them all without pulling aggro, though. Oh, never mind. The rogue. Is that Vajqueef? It is. So Vajqueef is up here as well. Seems Vajqueef has the same issue as me. She's also going for grunts. Or not, there's a grunt here. Well, I really don't know what Vajqueef is doing then. Picking and choosing, going between mobs and killing some, leaving others. There's no more in this direction. Be a spicy little descent down there. I reckon you could live that. Sliding from bit to bit. We're not done here though. So Nully had mentioned that there is a rare spawn occasionally. up here. Whoops. Unless that's it. I reckon it's probably not up at the moment. Can I grab this guy by himself? Alright, so this might be a 3-pack. It is a 3-pack. So we're going to take this very seriously. Health is dropping. Need to land a hit here. Oh, Vag Queef has helped us again. So I did have my oh shit buttons ready there. We were okay, but I will definitely accept the help there. Guess Vag Queef was after the grunts as well. Let's give a little thank you. We don't need to be doing anything too spicy here. In retrospect, I definitely knew that was an option. Just looking at the path, if we got that right one, it could curl around and grab a third. In my mind, I was like, oh, well, I can take 3, but even if that's true, why take the risk? Why take the risk? I'm just asking for another accidental death and an end to a series, so we're not going to do that. We'll just slowly make our way in. Probably have to do 1 or 2 little double pulls. But for the most part, we'll stick to singles. Can't believe I didn't grab that one. Really is so many scouts in comparisons to grunts. I do think if I go and melee that guy, the second one's going to come in, so we're just pulling it back a little bit. Get off a little heal after this. Oh, is that a grunt? Perfect. I only need 2 more grunts, and I'm staring at 2 more grunts, so this could be it. I wonder where the quest turn-in is for this. I hope it's not back in Lochmadan. Last grunt. Of course, we've got 4 grunts in a line here, as soon as we don't need them anymore, as is tradition with things like this. And we've done the single pull. Excellent. And this is potentially going to ding us. It was very quick. I haven't had much opportunity to have rested experience in this so far, because I've pretty much been going back to back with filming, but I've had a little bit of a break after the dungeons. Went to the beach yesterday, it was very nice. Okay, no question marks in Lochmadan. Complete the Algaz Gauntlet. Excellent. So this is going right where we want to go. Might as well get a little bit of weapon skill here. Oh wow, I didn't realize our swords were that low. That is very low. Ready to heal if I need to. Let's just throw a heal in here. And put our Devotion Aura on, reduce the damage we're taking. Vag Queef has come in again. Thanks for that, Vag Queef, although I was just trying to get my weapon skill up. This guy's got a shield slam, so that should be the knockdown. Nothing that should endanger us too much. I mean, yeah, he can interrupt a heal, but as long as we're not healing last second, it should be absolutely fine. You know, I just realized leveling up weapon skill is probably not very exciting. So I should really be doing this another time. Let's chuck on our big weapon. The big beefy Miner's Revenge. Which is nearly getting outscaled by one-handers now. And we're going to drag this away. So that we don't have a very embarrassing death. Alright. The journey continues. I don't know, it's probably not worth going in and grabbing these ores right now. I don't even know if this is... Where are we supposed to go for this quest? In a cave northwest of Algaz Gate. Right, so this is the right place. Like, Questy has not been very helpful here. I feel like... so like Redridge, for example, it's saying that quest... Oh, wow, I was auto-running. Oh, imagine if I fell off there while I was talking and I died at the bottom. That would have been, well, an end to a series, but I'm sure that would have made a highlight clip. The sheer stupidity of a death like that. Yeah, so I reckon there's going to be a quest somewhere in town that sends us back into this area, so we're going to go pick everything up, every exclamation mark that we can find, and then do the run back through again the zone and clear it out, hopefully. Let's not forget to invest our talent point. We are slowly reducing the mana cost of our seals and our judgments. You know what? I'm going to have a little peek here, though. A little peek here to see if there is something we can grab on the outside. Whoops. Doesn't look like it. Either someone else has gotten it, or it just ain't spawning out there. It doesn't look like... Actually, I wouldn't mind just getting the reveal on the map for this. What level are these? And we still don't have the reveal, so let's bugger off. We can come back. Sure, we've got an escape plan as always. Do not like those dodges. Feeling good. Feeling good, feeling strong. Straight up there. While dodging anything. So here's a little secret to my filming process. I'll generally try and film episodes ahead of time and then schedule them to come out sort of once a day, and that's how YouTubers manage to do daily episodes, even if they happen to have something pop up on a day like yesterday. I was out at the beach. I didn't film an episode, but hey, if I filmed 2 episodes the day before, that's how you keep up the schedule. So the actual day it is here today, we've just had an announcement of the release date of ICC, so that'll give you a rough idea of how far in the past these episodes are. Very exciting. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to the majority of the player base for ICC. I've always been of the opinion that there's a whole bunch of players that are just hanging around. They want to get a Lich King kill, and then they're probably going to peace out. I also think there's a lot of players that probably had that planned originally, and might change their mind and might stick around a bit longer. And I know there's already players that have burnt out in Trial of the Crusader and are already not playing. So, yeah, I'd be very interested to see what happens across, all the player base. Do people just start dropping a couple of weeks into ICC? Oh, they don't do a voice for this guy. The old AI voice for this swamp monster, that would have been interesting. But he's telling me to kill a bunch of gnolls down to the south there. Can only speak for my own team that we'll be going into ICC with. We are a more casual team. I wouldn't say quite dad guild. We definitely have some dad players and some mum players. Lots of family happening in the team. But we get everything down. We get the job done. I think I've seen a lot of recruiting through Trial of the Crusader, which suggests to me that a lot of people have been taking breaks.
Greetings, traveller! Don't suppose you might be heading in the direction of Menethil, would you? If you're not, I'd suggest you stop there. It's a good place to purchase goods and even have a pint and relax. Now, if it just so happens that you're heading in that direction, I don't suppose you'd mind taking this bundle of crocolisk skins to James Halloran, the tanner. I'd do it myself, but my wife's been in quite a mood lately, and I'd like to put off facing her as long as possible.
What wife? This dude literally stands on the road 24/7. This dude does not have a wife. Yeah, like I was saying, ICC, very exciting. I hate that the way they release it. I feel like the most popular raiding day, surely, is Wednesday night. Maybe you could have other situations where there are raid teams that prefer the weekend, but I don't know. I just feel like the majority of raids happen Wednesdays. First day of the week, people like to get it out of the way. And I just hate the way Blizzard do this, where they don't release the raid on the first day of the patch. So for my team, which are Wednesday, Thursday raids, for us in Australia, this is releasing on Friday morning. I think for the US, it's probably Thursday night. It just really stuffs us around. So every first week of a new patch, we've got to organize, as again I say, the casual nature of our team, and I guess a lot of teams, it's not easy for everyone to just drop something and choose a different night to raid. So when I'm not playing this, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Besides Baldur's Gate and Bubalion, I'm trying to figure out the logistics of how are we going to make the most of this first week where both of our raid nights are unavailable.
This ain't no ordinary blast powder. Look at the tiny silver crystals and the distinct smell. Why, it's clear as daylight that this is Seaphorium powder. Seaphorium is harmless enough, but once it's wet, it could blow Ironforge out to the mountain. The chemical reaction can be diffused by mixing 4 components: lurker venom, crushed mogrosh crystal, a crocolisk tear, and this disarming colloid. Now tell Hinderweir before it's too late.
What I feared has happened. This quest is sending us back to Loch Modan. I might fly back or something a bit later. It's a green quest as well. I wonder if this is going to stay in Loch Modan or if it comes back here to the Wetlands. I'll do a little bit of research on that one. If it is going back to Loch Modan, if it's something that things we're going to be fighting are sort of grey and we're not getting any experience out of it, I think we drop that quest. I'm also pondering if it would have been better to stick to the road. Sure, we'll be safe, but again, it's just one of those things. Why am I taking the risk of running through here? Let's be honest though, it ain't much of a risk. All of these guys are within our range. these gnolls are the ones that I'd need to worry about. Mostly because I saw that this trapper can trap you. He's got nets. I've died to nets before. I think nets are a big killer. Grabbing you, stopping you from getting out of situations you don't want to be in. Either way, we're nearly back to the road. Bit of a moot point. But yeah, again, ICC. I wonder what everyone else is doing. If people have been on the PTR, I know we haven't. But I also have the benefit of kind of remembering doing this a long time ago. Back when ICC first came out and we had the gradual release of the raid. Where you could do the first wing and then a bit later they opened up the second wing, etc, etc. They're not doing that this time, which I think is a smart decision. I don't think the player base would have liked the wings being blocked off. I mean, on the PTR, people have already killed Heroic Lich King, so it kind of just talks to the different state of the player base now compared to back then, where I think it was much more appreciated back then. It gave people a chance to slowly gear up, and by the time a new wing came up, you would have a bit more ICC gear on you. With Ulduar gear being so much higher, which accelerated the rate people were able to clear Trial the Grand Crusader, I think that kind of catch-up gear is just not needed at this point for ICC. What are my expectations for my own team? It's really hard to say. ICC is pretty long, very comparable to Ulduar. And honestly, the length is probably going to be a bigger challenge to us. I think with us being a more casual team, I think just getting in the reps, being able to wipe over and over and over again, letting people get used to the mechanics. I feel like that is the most important thing for us to kill bosses, kill heroic bosses at least. And we've got a sort of limited raid window through the week, as well as lots of toilet breaks, lots of drink breaks, casual conversations going on. It's not a strict raid environment. All those things sort of combine to take away progression time at the end of the night. So what do I think? I think that we'll definitely be able to clear it normal, but I think heroic is going to take longer. I don't know if we will kill Heroic Lich King, and I'm fine with that. I think we'll definitely get a normal Lich King kill. And we'll just, plug away. I think a good plan is to sort of target a different heroic boss each week and put a bit of work in, let people get exposure. Hopefully everyone will be jumping in and doing the 10-mans as well, which is a great way to learn the mechanics. I was reading that some of the fights are considered actually more difficult in Heroic 10-man compared to 25, just because of the way the mechanics are and having less people.
Oh my! You must be the scout Longbraid said he would send! You cannot imagine how worried I have been. My wife Merrin has been sending me letters each week for the past month. She is part of the Welgar excavation team, but it has been nearly 2 weeks since her last correspondence. Surely something is wrong. Longbraid said that he would send a scout to check up on things if we did not hear from the team soon. I assume that scout is you, adventurer. Find Merrin at the excavation site to the east. Your report is full of bad news. I see the Dragonmoors are making a strong move into Algaz. Normally the Dragonmoors just hide up in the hills. What made them surge into Algaz is still a mystery. Thank you, adventurer, and we'll probably want your help dealing with these orcs. Adventurer! The Dragonmoor orc clan is showing its strength in more than just Algaz. Captain Stoutfist has asked to speak with those willing to offer aid against these orcs. He is inside the keep, in the war room. Adventurer, Valstag briefed me on your past success with the Dragonmoor orcs at Dunalgaz. You're a person of worth, and I have a task for you. The Dragonmoor orc clan was all but destroyed by the end of the Second War, after they lost control of their red dragon pets. The dragons were not very happy with their old masters and fiercely hunted the dragon moors. What few remained fled from grim battle and into the mountains east of Welger's excavation. Now they've gained strength and have an encampment northeast of Menethil. We want you to attack that encampment. Gather and bring me their war banners as proof.
Quite a few quests. Oh, he's gonna start up again here.
Light be with you. This is from Einar, right? Hasn't delivered his skins to me in person for almost a week now. No doubt it's some differences with the wife. Maybe I'll have my wife go speak with Sita sometime. I'm James Halloran, the tanner. My cured crocolisk skins are sought after all over, shipments leaving by boat to ports around the world. Met Einar? He's one of the hunters that brings crocolisk skins in for me. I'm a bit short on the softer skins that come off crocolisk young. Being that I'm running low, I'll pay you top coin for a stack of the skins. You can find the young crocs in the marshes, right outside of town. Murlocs are crawling out from the deep waters and building their villages on the coastline. They are harassing our fishers and merchants and must be stopped. One of these Murlocs, Gobbler, skulks with other bluegill Murlocs and harries merchants along the road, always then retreating to the safety of the nearby Murloc hovels. Our
What is
merchants
happening to
are
this guy's
endeavoring,
voice?
And we will pay to secure them. Gobbler prowls the river inlet north of here. Find him, slay his kin, and bring me his head. I was once first mate on the Wave Mistress, ship of the line in the Kultiras Third Fleet, the Doomed Fleet. Doomed, for on its last voyage the fleet was attacked by red dragons. Dragons controlled by orcs. We didn't stand a chance against that dragonfire, and our fleet was burned and sunk off this here coast. I'm the sole survivor of those poor vessels. My head hammers and pounds. I'll need a fresh drink if I'm to get a handle on this hangover and continue my tale.
On my weekly visit to IMB.
Yes, I was just having a real close look at that quest. Looks like I've got to go somewhere in here and buy him. Here we go.
What can I do for ya?
And I nearly just accept all these quests. I nearly didn't even look at that. Would have run off and the quest would have eventually gone grey and I'd be like, hey, why isn't this quest? Why haven't I finished this quest yet?
Hey there. Ah, that hits the spot and loosens the tongue. Thanks, mate. I'm the sole survivor of the ill-fated Third Fleet of Kultiras, wrecked off the coast to the north. But although I'm the only member of the fleet still breathing, I'm not the only one still walking about. For on one of our ships was hidden a great and terrible treasure, and the eerie power of it keeps the souls of my brothers trapped within the ship's rotting hulls.
Okay, mate, that's enough out of you. I am going to quickly fly back and turn in this quest in Loch Medan, which is not going to be a very exciting trip. So I'll take care of that. I will see you either back in Menethil Harbour or maybe this guy has a next part of the quest on there, but either way. Let me take care of this. Okay, so I've returned from doing that quest. That actually turned into an elite quest, believe it or not. That was in Loch Medan. It was asking us to kill the ogres again. Basically a bunch of things that I just wasn't interested in doing. So we have moved on. Theramore. Wait, where's Theramore? Is that across here? It is. So we've got a green quest to talk to someone in Theramore. I'm going to guess that is the left boat. I wish it's my job to tell eager souls of the land of Kalimdor. Take a ship from here to the lovely port of Theramore. She'll start you on your Kalimdor adventure. Alright, yeah, let's we can always do that later. Maybe when we finish up with, say, this the 24s, perhaps. So for now, let's just start killing stuff. So let's find these crocos. Out the back here. We're after their skin. Let me guess. Not all of these crocodiles have skin. Something tells me in order to get this foreskin. It's gonna take us a while, isn't it? Come here. Slowly bring you to the surface. Sure enough, that crocodile did not have skin. It's very unfortunate. Oops. Hey, I'll tell you what though, for what was a pure accident, I think Negasister is looking very stylish. I don't know about the shoes. It does, I don't know, I think it looks trendy even though her feet are exposed. I don't know about that. I've looked at a couple of the other boot options that I've picked up at like a few other greens. They are just chunky as hell. Like her calves look twice the size of her hips with some of those boots on. So I've gone for the slender option here. Oh, you are not what I thought you were. I could probably take you, but let's err on the side of caution here. He's put a slow on us, and he's off. We are safe. So what's going on there? I guess the further into the middle you go, the more you find the adults. So we will stick to the shallows here. Keep beating up on these young ones. Wonder if the old ones drop it. Doesn't look like they do. How many crocolisks will Negasister have to kill to get 4 pieces of skin? This one is really coming close. Not worried about it, it's just... For some reason this one doesn't have skin, so... If you're going to hang around this long... No luck on the skin there either. I'd be pretty annoyed if this is actually like a skinning quest. You can only get the skin if you're a skinner. That would be funny. Didn't read the fine print. I think at least some of these crocolisks would be basking on the bank there, not forcing me to be underwater the entire time. Let's get to the surface so we're not drowning. And let's have a look through these quests, see if any of them... Got a 10-slot bag. Man, there is just no items as rewards from any of those. No skin again. This must be a very poor drop rate. But you know, it's all experience. It's all XP. Definitely not feeling in danger when fighting these either, so we'll chuck the old Retribution Aura on. Compared to the damage we're dealing just with our auto attacks, I don't think the Retribution Aura really contributes much. With those little 5 ticks. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, it's less than 1 hit. Unless it's making us kill it 1 hit quicker, just ain't worth it. But what have I got? I've got like level 3 Devotion Aura, and we're still at level 1 Retribution Aura. I think sooner or later, we'll have to get a level up on that one. Maybe it'll be worth using at that point. Maybe it'll be 10 damage per tick instead of 5. Be a little bit better. No skin again. I wonder if this is a notorious quest that people just don't do because they know the drop rate's terrible. I guess we'll just keep on making our way in this direction. We'll clear out all of the young'uns. And if we don't get any results, we'll just hop out of the water and continue on. Yes, I am very keen to replace this pickaxe. I've got this amazing outfit, very stylish. We're using a pickaxe as a weapon. Oh, there's our first skin. We need like a heroic two-handed sword. I'd settle for an axe. Or a mace. Mace is a good mace. Is very paladin-y. I think I'd go sword, top priority, then mace, then axe. I've only used axes so far. It's every good two-hander I've found is an axe. So also makes sense to use swords and maces considering the human racial, which allows us to go 5 higher in our weapon skill. Oops, wrong button. Okay, breath is on the lower side, so let's get the tag and then surface. Please give me your skin. Here we go. Seems like all you have to do is ask politely. It would be nice if putting the judging the seal of the Crusader onto an enemy also increased the damage retribution aura it does. So it's supposedly increasing the damage that holy damage does. And that's exactly what retribution aura is. Increasing your holy damage taken by 50. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if I've actually experimented this. It'd be funny if this actually is a thing. Meanwhile, I'm doing mental gymnastics to be like, oh, why didn't they do it like that? Wait, don't tell me these crocs are all up here as well. Oh my god, we didn't need... we didn't need to be in the river all this time. We could have been up here. Fair enough. Retribution aura on. He's got that on. He's missed. 5 now. It's still 5. Would have been a cool little addition. Good synergy with the skills. Where are we off to after this guy goes down? Guess we'll go and kill Murlocs. Nice and dangerous. Spoke too soon about leaving. Here's the Night Elf Rogue, level 11, dead in Teldrassil. To a Gnarlpine Pathfinder. Oh, we had a 35 Dead Cloud. Killed by a Dark Mist Spider. I've got to imagine that wasn't a 1v1. It's got to be a case of respawns or something like that. Having played the Warlock before, I feel like when you're getting to that level, like in the 30s, you just feel unbeatable. Feel like you can just keep rolling. You know, your mana's always up. If your health gets low, you're draining life. Feels very easy to level as a Warlock, so something must have gone wrong with this guy. There it is. Our last skin. Okay, so these oozes are all over the map to get the Cedar's bag. We don't need to go and kill these ones. Doesn't look like we have to kill the fen dwellers. Little bogmen. Bogmen slash women. Liking that these are lower level. Should be able to power through them quickly. So we just have to kill 12 any type. Wait, are they all bluegill murlocs or are there special ones? That is the unique that we need to get. Perfect timing. I should add as well, it is nighttime in the game. What time is it? So it's 11 PM now. American time, middle of the day here in Australia. We're not seeing many other players around, which I'm loving. I don't know if that's because it's not a particularly popular zone. Could be it. If we go back to the starting area, there might be players everywhere. But I am liking having my pick of the mobs. I don't have a big group of 5 players suddenly come up here and start tagging them all. You're by yourself, aren't you? This is such a strange feeling to be able to fight Murlocs one at a time and not have to pull a pack of 3 just to hit one. Dodges, please. Oh, there's one hiding in the water. Something like this will be done pretty quickly. I remember trying this quest, the level 29 one. That was a little bit of a nightmare. There were just so many mobs. You've got to go into... I was thinking you'd almost be able to see it from here. There's 2 beached boats over there. So boat wreckages. You've got to go inside and... loot things or kill particular people. I think it sends you back after you do the first one, so you're like back and forth. It just felt very dangerous. Quick respawns, maybe that's because there were a lot of people around at the time I was doing it. Mobs were tightly packed. It's definitely felt like this is a location where I could die if I don't play my cards right. Halfway there on this quest, 6 of 12. Oh, this is a puddle jumper. This is not one that we need. It's going down quickly enough though. Oh, big crit. And a green item that we might actually be a decent healing boots. Looking at the people we have available for a potential dungeon, it looks like I really am the only person who is willing to heal as an off-spec. So it's looking more and more like the majority of the dungeons I'll be doing will also be healing, which I'm totally fine with. I think healing is pretty relaxing, as long as things aren't going out of control. I think I'd love to have the challenge of trying to tank it, but I also love the security of not dying. And I think healing, sitting back and healing and making sure everyone is alive fits my mood a little bit more at the moment. So we'll continue to collect. Those are some real dodgy looking boots though. It's just sandals with big socks on. Very stylish. Whoa. Just having a drink. That is a big death, level 42. Followed up by a level 7 baby gravy and a level 29. Oh, they're dropping like flies. Let's go back to that 42 though. Cosmic Gumbo. Killed by Zenzil Skeleton. In Stranglethorn Vale. So that must be the troll area, and the trolls resurrect those little skeletons to fight, I think? This guy is kicking my ass, by the way. This is not one of the ones that we're supposed to be killing. Damn. It's doing quite a number on me. Let's go back where we came from. So just imagine if there were other players here. Even by myself, I've pretty much cleared out the whole area. And I still haven't been able to clear the quest. This would be a nightmare if there were others around. Which is why I'm very happy we have the place to ourselves. I'm very interested to see if we get any feedback on the dungeon episodes. So definitely something new. Something new in comparison to what we've been doing, which has been very chill leveling. I tried to keep it chill, but there were there were some chaotic moments for sure. Good to know if people enjoy that kind of thing, hate that kind of thing. So it's definitely more where that came from, if the people want it. Okay, so we're definitely not doing these. I guess we just head over to the knolls now as well, and just kill slimes as we go. This is quite high. We haven't got any extra quests to go in here as well. I wonder if there will be. For some reason I feel like I had a double dip sometime in the past when I did that quest. I remember having a quest to kill these raptors as well. Maybe that's one of these ones. We'll go to the knolls, then we'll swing back and pick these ones up on the way back. Starting off with a resist. Perfect. Seems like the users are relatively rare compared to other creatures in the area. And I would imagine, since we only need one quest item, that it's probably quite rare. So on top of this oozes being kind of rare, the drop is probably rare too. Don't want to fight you, Raptor. Oh, look at us go. We're already 46% of the way through a level. Liking this. Liking the speed. How good is it being able to remove all these diseases and poisons that you normally can't do? You're just stuck with a 30-minute, you have 10 less strength or something like that. It just ruins your day. Not on the Paladin though. Negasister will not have that. What is it? Wait, do we... Actually don't have a debuff. I saw the little indication of poison there. I thought I'd have something. These raptor packs are getting a little bit more dense now, so let's move out a little bit back to the road. So we've got to find a way to get in through here without... Actually, no. Let's go do the Knolls. So the Knolls is 21. It doesn't make sense to do level 24 quests before we do level 21 quests. And unless I find any more oozes, which it's not looking like, let's just skip ahead and I'll see you at the knolls. Oh, there's the bag. Hell yeah. Jeez, how many slimes did I kill? Like, wouldn't have been more than 5. And it's probably less than a 20% drop rate, so I'll consider myself lucky there. We are nearly at the knolls. Been looking through the old guild list here while having a cough drop. Trying to find people that are in the level range for a potential dungeon this evening. Don't need fen runners, we don't need young wetlands crocs. Just spent past 10 minutes killing these guys. So we need gnolls and mongrels. Nothing but fen runners so far. Here we go. This is another area where there are big packs, which we don't want a piece of. This guy's got a debuff. This one is a mage. Just looking for anything that has something that can really trap us. Like a net, for example. Even the mages, since they're frost mages. That could stuff us up. Spirit reduced by 6. Goodbye. I'll take that off. So we're okay here. Just making sure we're not going to fight anything else. In fact, I'm a little bit nervous. Let's get a little heal in there. I don't know if the time it takes us to heal is superior to the actual heal it gives. Yeah, it is. Right, 2 of 10. We're on the way. Yeah. Thought I was far enough away from that. Nothing but fen runners across the way. Across the water. Do you see a treasure chest though? I've got my eye on. Where are the gnolls? We haven't seen a single gnoll yet. Looks like the gnolls are further to the south. Which tells me we should go to the south. Because there are also mongrels in the south. South has mongrels and gnolls. Nothing exciting, unfortunately. Here's our first gnoll. Hopefully this is the end of the fen runners, and now it's going to be nothing but gnolls and mongrels. It's looking that way. I remember having a quest to kill these fen dwellers as well. So no doubt we'll pick something up for those sooner or later. They were quite annoying as well. I don't know if it was these ones specifically or not. But I know some of them can... Oh, go down. Some of them can cloak, or like, you know, be invisible while they're in the water. So even if you've got a macro to search for them as you're running along, you can't see them until you get really close. And then you hear the old, the rogue swoosh noise as they come out of stealth. Also been doing a little chatting. It's looking like we have 4 available people for a potential dungeon tonight. Looking good. I would like to find a 5th for locking anything in. And I don't know, I'll have to do a little bit more asking. I don't know which one we're going to do. Since all three seem to be around the appropriate level range. Shadowfang Keep does look like it's potentially the lowest and easiest. Why is it saying though that Shadowfang Keep is 22 to 30? That would kind of make me think a level 23 is too low for that, but I had a little search before that told me the last boss, Arugul, is only 26. If that's accurate, I think I'm quite appropriate level to do this. And this is looking like trouble, this pack. It's looking like it would be very difficult to not get 4 at a time there, so we're going to move on from that. And we have a tin vein. Excellent. Gobble that up. I've said this before, and I still definitely mean it. It's kind of... the game gets a little bit less exciting once you've got a green or a blue in every slot. Like, there would have been a time where these little grey pants dropped, and I would have been like, ooh, wow, is that a little bit more armor for me? Is that an upgrade? Just upgrades get very, very few and far between once you hit this point. Takes a little bit of the excitement out. Null down. Looks like we'll be able to knock this over relatively quickly. Still hopeful that we've got a chance to hit 24 before the end here. Definitely possible when you have your choice of every mob that's around. Level 25 warrior has been slain in Red Ridge. Shadowhide Slayer. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't think I've run into that before. If he's level 25, he's obviously in that more difficult section of Red Ridge. Oh, big hit, big hit. There's half his health gone. And another one. Oops, I am typing in chat instead of endlessly typing W. Yeah, 2 doubles here. That could be... Uh-oh, I see some dead bodies. I knew it was too good to be true. Sooner or later, we would have to find some competition. And it's a mage as well. This guy is probably AoE farming here. Which is really bad news for us. As long as they keep spawning like this, though, we'll be fine. Yeah, look at him. That is going to make it much more difficult to get these mobs if he can just go and clear out an entire area in between a drink and a feed. Oh, he's in big trouble. Well, that was close. That was a use of a pot, I think. Respawns. He is running. Or he or she is running. Had to pull out. Very interesting. That's got to be a very brave player who is going into that so confidently and stuffing it up. That could have been a death. When you see a mage AoE farm, you kind of assume they've already done all the calculations to make sure they know they can get the job done. Wonder if that player's gone off to poo their pants and never return, or if they will make another appearance. Yeah, so I'm gonna clear out this camp every time a new one pops up. So we know we can't take them out when they're all up at the same time. Save the outer ones for later. And I guess we'll try and get this ore while we're here. I do still think there's a quest somewhere that sends you in here to do 2 in 1, but I don't know where it is, and we might never find it, especially if we do end up doing a couple of dungeons. We might go through the level range that you'd want to be questing there. Oh, the respawns are coming thick and fast. Just how I like it. And we need 4 of each. 4 gnolls, 4 mongrels. Timing is very good. Nothing but gnolls here. We need some more mongrels. Do you know where to find them though? Just start traveling north and we'll find more mongrels. I think this is the most tempted that I've been to try and buy a weapon. Sweet. Had a very limited window with a fresh respawn to tag one and not the other. I actually would have been in a little bit of trouble there if both of them had ended up running at me with low health and lowish mana. I was confident that they hadn't been alive long enough to social aggro. This is going very well. What are we at? Nearly 60% into the level. Oh geez, these are popping up right when we need them. Try and get this copper vein as well. I'd love to have a little bit of a look through the actual loot that drops in these dungeons and see if there is actually anything that's particularly good for me. Well, we've got a one-handed axe that's better than my two-hander. So that would be the first thing. Oh, of course, this ring, every strength user wants this ring, I remember that. Oh boy. That was a big hit. So we're done with gnolls, we only want mongrels now. And there are none in this area, so we're going to go north. Yeah, this ring would be a big pickup, but that's, okay. River's full of crocolisks. It's not worth the, handful of copper and stone we'll get from that. Yeah, this ring would definitely be the hardest thing to get in here, I reckon. It's one of those things that a lot of players going in there would want. The shield, though, can there be a decent chance? Even this green axe, like that's way better. Way better than what I'm using. So I'd take that. Yeah, that shield. What do we have here? 623 versus 566. I mean, it's not massive, but it also has strength over int. So this could be a healing shield. This could be a tanking shield. If I ever get an opportunity to do some tanking. So, Shadowfang Keep. I always remember Shadowfang Keep being a very caster-friendly dungeon, but there's some good options there so far. We have a staff that I can't use, a leather belt for potentially healing. It's a decent tanking chest. Oh, it looks exactly the same as the one I have. But this is off a rare. I don't know how often that thing's up. Very good sword. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That would look great with Negasister. Well, Seems like most of the braces are just not out of this world so far. So I guess that's an upgrade. We'd lose 1 strength but gain 3 stamina. Yeah, it's a whatever cloak. Surely there'd be someone else in there that should get that before me. Have shoulders with a buttload of intellect. So potentially healing shoulders, but I mean, if you've got a caster in there, you have to pass that to the caster for sure. I wouldn't take that as a... Oh, geez, we've got 3. All right. Back to concentration. In fact, I'm just going to bail out here. And we're running into even more. So we're going to use everything we have at our disposal this time, not like last time. Saying we're still in combat. I'm not... There we go, we're out of combat. Alright. Yeah, so probably nothing off this. And the last guy, again, we can't use daggers. And the rest is caster. Why are my buttons not working? Here we go. So very much the first half of the dungeon is the time for Negasister. So we don't have anything in the first half. It'd be a little bit sad. Maybe we could say, oh shit, my cat's on fire, I gotta go guys, and hey, they'll never know. Still doesn't look like there's anything to mine up there for this, what is it, Rathban? Incendicite ore, okay, that's not at all what I thought it was. Maybe this is a totally different quest than what I actually thought it was. We've actually made it in smoothly this time without pulling like 4 spiders. Alright, so Shadowfang Keep was our first option. We've got Blackfathom Deeps as well. I don't know if we're going to be doing this. I just remember this being a massive maze. But I'll get some advice. Surely there's someone around that's done it before. So we've got Tortoise, which is a whatever. Random stats on it. A bow that we don't care about. This would be a decent one-hander. It's better than the axe I'm wearing, like the two-hander. So, you know, I'd take it, but... Oh, those are very good gloves. 10 strength 4 stam. Blows what I have out of the water. Refax, very good as well, 18. Feels like, it's almost feeling like these are a little bit worse. 18 DPS, and what was in Shadowfang Keep? Oh, well this is blue. No, it is 16, so this actually is, yeah, it's slightly better. So BFD is a little bit better. As well as a 10 slot bag opportunity. Oh wow, that would be a very nice one-handed sword to have. I don't know if it's like would be particularly good for paladins, maybe not, but just how can you say no to an 19 DPS one-hander? I wouldn't say no to that, so. And an offhand. Pretty strong staff that I have no interest in. That's a pretty decent cloak. If you consider what I have now, that's a big upgrade. Dagger that we can't use. And... oh wow, Strike of the Hydra. The old samurai sword. That would be very good. Alright. And then Stockades is tiny, isn't it? Or at least it's... yeah, so it's only got one boss. With a staff that I don't care about. These look a bit better though. I take these wrists. are we getting a sign of any of this stuff we need to mine? I don't feel particularly comfortable here. What I can imagine is maybe people are coming in, they always mine the ones that are at the front, which is forcing them to only spawn at the back. Once again, I really wish I had some kind of button that would just order by value. Don't need linen cloth anymore. The dodge. And show me, was that a patrol? Certainly looks like it. Let's burn this down quickly. And then take care of the patrol. Nice and controlled here. Dangerous situation, but low risk as long as we're behaving properly. And we've got a tin vein over there. I really don't understand how this quest even works. It's not this one, is it? No, it's not this one. Search for Incendicite. Ooh, in spirit. Pretty good. Actually, that's probably going straight to the healing set. I'm not seeing anything to mine still. It just... Oh, here we go. There's our first one. So it's an actual different type of vein. And I'm not looking forward to running out of this dungeon. This is definitely feeling like the potential for a quick hearth out. It's feeling very dangerous, just the amount of spiders in here. Good thing is there's no one else, so there's not going to be a crazy, unpredictable amount of respawns happening. Bags are filling up again. Alright, that must be it. Smoky vein over there. Yeah, Incendicite. Let's have a quick peek here. Oh, hello. Tin vein over there. I think we'll prioritize the Incendicite. Oh wow, just this, that's 3 silver by itself. And nothing we care about. Probably going to pull this when we start mining. $49 copper here. Ah, only... Does that mean we're going to have to find 6 of these things? What else are we holding? We can throw these out now. What's it worth? 20 copper. Those are just going to heal so little that it won't be worth even holding on to them anymore. Murloc fins for 84 copper. Say goodbye to that. Looking for anything. These spiders, we're going to be killing more spiders, so I won't throw out the spider stuff yet. Anything less than a silver? You can throw out. What are these worth? So they're worth 94. I did get an auction house add-on as well. Not so much for buying, but at least when I'm ever in doubt of whether I should keep something and try and sell it or not. Well, this is going to give us at least a rough idea. What was I holding before? I had something. Yeah, so this gooey spider leg, look at that. Well, it's on the auction house for 49, nearly 50 silver a pop. I don't know if that's legitimate. Maybe there's a bit of trolling going on there. Or maybe this actually is used in something and I just don't know it. So that's one to hold on to. That's potentially 3 gold right there. Even though I find it a little bit hard to believe. Not seeing any more incendicite veins. Be very disappointed if at some point I find a quest and it says kill 20 spiders in the cave over here. Feel like a big waste. Okay, there's our second incendicite mineral vein. I'm guessing these spiders are feeling a lot easier than other mobs because we're able to remove that poison. It's a lot of extra damage that we're just not taking that would make these feel harder. Okay, the aura's below us. And this is a little bit spicier. Need to stop missing here. It's just saying how this was feeling easy. Let's just pop a potion, nice and early. Only one down. I think lay on hands will be the go here. We don't have enough mana to heal ourselves. And let's just do it. Let's just do it. Get it out of the way. Really would prefer not to use a 1 hour cooldown if I didn't have to. Don't tell me that's a respawn. Oh boy, imagine if that popped up while we had those two on and I was kiting backwards. That wouldn't have ended well. Okay, so they're all below us. Is there anything on the level that I'm on, though? I don't want to go down and then clear out this top part and find out there's ones up here. It doesn't look like it. Looks like everything's below us. I really should have marked up which one of those was the one that was patrolling, so I can keep an eye on it. And these guys feel easy until they're not. You get a couple of big misses and dodges, and what was once easy is no longer. I reckon it's this guy. Is he gonna come right at me? Yes. Perfect. Alright, no more patrol. That will make me feel a lot better. That experience just then, it makes me feel even more that we should be halving out and not running out normally. Still isn't gonna be... Damn, he was pretty far away. So we're gonna get 3 where we are now. Which is gonna put us up to 4 out of 6. But again, imagine if we were here and other people were also trying to do this quest. This would be so difficult. Just by myself. Oh, it's giving us more than 1 tap. Perfect. Okay, maybe we were just unlucky at the entrance. Okay, so I'm a little bit more hopeful that we'll be able to finish just from this room. Where are our actual hand-ins? I guess that's fine. It would have been nice to just travel up and hand that in and sort of do them together, but tell you what, we'll have a look at how bad the respawns are. You never know, maybe the respawns are really slow here, and we've got a mostly clear path to freedom. I highly doubt that, but we'll look. We'll at least educate ourselves on that. It's a pretty cool effect. I don't know if I've seen any... Well, that was it. That was the last one we need. I don't know if I've seen any ores with an effect like that. A little bit wasted on one little quest in Wetlands. Be cool on some type, maybe like the top type of ore. Something you find in molten core or something. Are you a random? Or are you a sign of things to come with respawns? Yeah. Yeah, everything's up again already. Then again, we're at 74%. I don't think turning these quests in are going to quite ding us. It might. But maybe a little bit of extra XP to get to the entrance might do us good. Oh, okay, nah. I don't want them spawning on top of me. And then giving us nowhere to back out. So we're gonna hearth out. We do have a quest to hand in here as well. Oh, that was the one we just did. So that'll be a little bit of running around, a little bit of flying. I have no idea how long this recording is because I'm going to be editing out quite a bit of the journey. But I know we're probably pretty close, if not already over full episode length. So I'll edit this travel out, and yeah, I'll see you at the turn-ins. Okay, we finally made it back to the harbour. Got a couple of quests in here. I think we are gonna ding.
What can I... well done, adventurer. Accept this as payment for fulfillment of your contract with the Merchant Marines. Not long ago, a merchant vessel, the Blind Princess, was raided by Murlocs. Although the ship escaped intact, much of its cargo was dragged overboard by the creatures, including a very valuable statuette of Tyrannus Menethil. We want that statuette recovered. Search the coastal Murloc hovels for crates, barrels, and other evidence of lost cargo. Find the Menethil statuette and return it to me. Nice work you've done here, adventurer. The quality of these skins is superb. I'll have to get them into the curing process as soon as possible. Oh, but before I get to that, there's some other work I need done that I think you might be able to take care of. I sent my apprentice out into the marshes to skin some of our famous giant Wetlands crocolisk. When he didn't return, I went out to look for him. Let's just say it wasn't a pretty sight. Midwife says he might pull through, but in the meantime, I still need my skins. If you'd like to kill a few more of the brutes, I wouldn't be opposed after what they did. You'll find the crocs north up the coast, beyond the Murloc hovels.
Oh, thank you, adventurer. I was afraid that it was lost for good. I don't have much use for this anymore, but wash it off and I'm sure you could make use of it.
Okay, so we just got another 10 slaughter. This is insane. This is the best luck I know it's a quest reward, but still. Replacing 8 slot bags already this early. I've never had a playthrough like this where I've gotten so lucky with bags. Where we're literally like, I've got 6 slot bags now in the bank where I'm like, I've got nothing to do with these. Like, they're either going to be collecting dust or I'm going to sell them. I won't say no to extra 10 slot bags though. Very happy about that. And this final quest hand in is going to ding us. Maybe? It's this crate, is it? Ooh. And then we've just got to do something here. I am trying to end the episode, but it's this close. What am I looking for? I'm not looking to get swarmed, that's for sure. Oh god, let's do this real quick. Real quick. Probably going to get a double pull or two here. No, I've managed not to. Spend our talent point. We've also got level 24. We've got some new skills to get, which I will do off camera. Well, they look a little bit more matching. A little bit less armor though. Do I take the hit of 10-ish armor for something that is matches a little more? Personally, I think the answer is yes. Or do the bluish shoulders make the golden chest stand out more rather than having gold shoulders as well? I actually think it's true. The blue shoulders do make the chest stand out more. Alright, so what am I even looking for here? It's this barrel. Last mob to kill. Get this done quickly. Negasister has to go and have some dinner before potentially setting up a dungeon tonight. A little bit low on health here. Don't miss. There we go. Please, oh no, of course there's a patrol. But the game knows that I'm trying to get off. Oh, get off? Not in that way. Game knows that I'm trying to leave. It's throwing more and more mobs at me. And more easy quests to complete. Continue searching the Murloc hovels for Menethil statue. Oh my god, are you kidding? So it's right here. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get off. Yes, I should start making inventory space. Oh, why didn't I sell? See, I didn't sell this stuff in town because I thought, oh, I'm just going to do this quickly and then hop off. Don't you go and get more. What's some cheap stuff? Okay, 16 copper for Spiderica. That is a no-brainer to throw out. 25 copper mutton chop. Oh, okay, so these are getting higher and higher level as we go along, so if we hadn't done those dungeons and got those little boosts to our level, these wouldn't be doable. So I guess it's not supposed to be this easy to chain along. You're supposed to come back once you've gotten a little bit stronger. Looks like this is the barrel, so we'll try and pull this guy on the right. And then hopefully we don't have to kill the one on the left. Not gonna need any tangy clam meat. Very aware that these guys are gonna try and run when they get low, I am hovering my stun button. Don't need to if they go that way. Okay, fingers crossed we can get this without another fight. Bring Carboran, the Menethil statuette. Okay, cool. Let's get to safety, and then we'll sign off. I'll train my skills off camera, and we'll be raring to go for more excitement in the next episode. Assuming I can get out of here safely. Doesn't look like any of these guys have nets. In fact, this camp hasn't respawned yet, so this is our path to safety. Alright, feeling very good about that. Still got this to go, got this to hand in. Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? I just, at the bottom of a river, for some reason. This looks like as good of a spot as any. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know how long it is. On my timing, it's over 2 hours, but I'm hoping after a little bit of editing that it goes way below that. But either way, Negasister has survived again. We're level 24. And see you next time.